Tasha and I are still in the honeymoon phase.
I still can't stop saying it. My husband.
My wife, Natasha.
Our wedding hashtag was CHRISTASHA. It's both our names together.
We had an amazing beach ceremony at sunset.
In Malibu. It's pretty perfect, actually. My husband's pretty perfect.
My wife is pretty awesome.
Okay, Christian, Natasha, what brings you in today?
Well, recently we've had some pretty big changes happening and we thought it would be a good idea to talk to someone.
Yeah, everything's cool. We're not fighting or having any problems in our relationship or anything like that.
I understand. I see plenty of happy couples who just need to check in once in a while. What kind of changes?
Well, okay, we've been married for a year now, but our history is a lot longer than that. We dated for 3.5 years in college, and it was pretty intense.
Intense? How so?
We were both so young, but we each knew right away, this is it. This is the one. Like, this is the person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with. Everything was super passionate and magnified by like 1,000,000. The dates, the love, the sex, the fights. It was more amazing than I can even articulate, but also kind of scary sometimes.
Why did you break up?
I think at the heart of it is because we were both afraid. It's scary to feel love so intense at such a young age, especially when you're so unsure about so many things still. The final straw, though, was with his parents. See, he grew up extremely wealthy, and I didn't grow up that way at all. In 3 years, I only met his brothers, not his mom or dad. It was like he was afraid to show me to them. Then one night, we had dinner with his mom, and it was a complete disaster. We broke up right after that. That was the final straw for me, was me feeling like he didn't think that I was good enough to be with him.
For the record, I never felt that way.
He told me that, but of course I didn't believe him. Also, turns out his mom loved me.
After the breakup, I was devastated.
So was I. I completely shut down. I think I spent 2 whole months in bed. Couldn't do anything except cry.
Interesting. Go on.
Well, 6 months after that, we ran into each other at a party. That was the night he got me pregnant.
Okay.
Hey, Tasha.
Hey, you.
What a pleasant surprise. Your hair is dark again. I almost didn't recognize you.
Well, you know, I'm coming off a breakup.
Well, what are you doing here? Oh, stupid question, I guess. It's been 6 months.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Actually, I'm getting ready to move back to California.
You are?
Yeah. Found a job out there. What about you? How are you? How's law school?
It's all right. How do you? I just never thought you'd want to leave New York. I thought you loved it here.
I do. I really do, but, you know, plans change.
Wow. So when do you leave?
Next week.
Wow. I'm glad I ran into you. I might never have seen you again. So where are you gonna be, near your family?
Yeah, they won't be too far. I'm moving to Hollywood, so they'll just be a couple of freeways away.
California, you fucking freeways. Well, that's good. Tell everyone I said hi?
I will.
What?
My mom always asks about you. He's giving me shit for the breakup.
Maybe you should listen to her. Tasha?
Christian, last night was absolutely perfect. I'll always remember it as a wonderful memory of you and me. I really hope we can be friends one day like we promised we would. Right now, though, I really need the time and space to get over you. I'm hoping moving across the country will help me do that. When that day comes, though, I'll be right here. I love you, Tasha. With twins. And I didn't tell him.
For 9 years.
I wanted to tell him as soon as I found out, but he was already dating someone else and I didn't want to ruin his life. The only reason I did tell him was because his job transferred him out here from New York 2 years ago, so we started talking again. But honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to tell him at all, because I didn't know what form our relationship was going to take once we started hanging out again. Oh, and he was married at the time.
Yeah, but that was pretty much over by then.
And we picked up right where we left off.
Yep. You were so fucking beautiful, Tasha. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
No, it's okay. You don't have to be afraid of me. And thank you.
I'm not afraid. Maybe I am.
Why? Come on, it's me.
Exactly. It's you. Well, we have here the possibility of a real friendship. I don't want to do anything to fuck it up.
You can't fuck it up. We're each in a completely different place than we were 9 years ago.
Yeah, well, I have Facebook and Instagram stalked you enough to know exactly what you've been up to. Having you here right in front of me, it's a whole other story.
Wait, you Instagram stalked me? I didn't think you followed me.
Technically, I don't. But I do. You are just as amazing as you always were. And possibly hotter, might I add? See, I can do it too. You really are the best.
You are the best.
I really have missed you.
I missed you too. 9 years. We really did drop the ball on that whole being friends thing, didn't we?
I think we both knew it was bullshit when we said it. It would have been too hard. For me, anyway.
No, definitely. For me too. So, what do you say? Can we be friends now?
Absolutely. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Yep. Right on the kitchen floor.
And the night after that, but not on the kitchen floor that time.
Basically all week.
But it wasn't just sex. We both realized we loved each other.
I never stopped.
I hadn't either. So we kept that from everyone, including my sister, who's my best friend, who I tell everything to, just because we didn't know where it was going to go this time.
But then we decided that we wanted to make it work. When Natasha told me that I was the father of the twins, I was pretty upset with her for not telling me 9 years earlier. The way she told me was pretty fucked up too.
It was. I take full responsibility for it. See, I ran this blog called Fake AF and exposed everyone who was lying on social media, and I posted it on there.
We didn't talk for like a week, but then I realized that I have 2 kids with the woman that I love. I can forgive her for not telling me because I can understand where she was coming from, even though I didn't necessarily agree. I'm still actually coming to terms with all of it.
So right after that, we told everyone we were back together. And a year later, we got married. My kids have had me as a mother for 10 years now, but they're not really used to having a dad, and I'll admit it's kind of weird sometimes.
And I have 3 kids from my previous marriage. The kids all get along, which is great. My ex and I, however, do not get along. We have a court-appointed mediator who shuffles the kids back and forth between us.
And the whole thing is just a huge adjustment, especially since it all happened so quickly.
Okay then, I think we have a lot to work with here.